This week in the All-World Wrestling League, we'll be bringing you a special ladies three-way championship match. Randy West, the champion Serenity, and they will be joined by the mysterious Mrs. X. Also this week, Tim Horner Jr. and Whipdog Johnson, the Horn Dogs, in action against one half of the tag team champions, Hot Stuff Rivera, as he teams up with the Badman, Marvel. Managed as always by handsome Johnny Bradford, who also brings the best-dressed man Jason Harris to the ring this week to face the high-flying, jumpin' Jimmy K. The main event, the AWWL Heavyweight Championship, top contender Harker Dirge meets Rastakhan.
This is Mr. X, and I want everybody out there in the AWWL Big Time Wrestling TV land to know this: the next time that me and Mrs. X come to the AWWL arena, I don't want you to boo. I am sick of this disrespect. I am better than this, and she is better than this, and she is far too beautiful. Haters.
Mr. X, you've gotten in my way numerous times, and I've taken you out every single time. This time, you're out of the picture, and I'm coming for that women's championship belt. You watch out, Randy West is coming.
Hey, AWWL fans, this is Serenity. Tuning in, AWWL Women's Champion. I cannot wait to defend that title in 2012 to all the worthy contenders. AWWL all the way.
Introducing contender number 1, Mrs. X. Contender number 2, Randy West. And contender number 3, your AWWL Ladies Champion, this Serenity.
Thank you, Travis. Here is a match that promises to be one of the more unusual encounters we have seen in the All-World Wrestling League. Original big-time wrestling, we have the champion Serenity, the perennial number 1 contender Randy West, and the mysterious, there you see her, Mrs. X. Mrs. X is full of swagger at the outset of this match. Of course, she's brought to the AWWL by Mr. X. We're not sure of the relationship between these two, but whoa, Serenity and Randy West starting out fast on Mrs. X. Chop after chop, Serenity and Randy West deciding to double team Mrs. X, who goes for a clothesline and is brought down by a double clothesline. Good teamwork by Randy West and the AWWL Ladies Champion Serenity, who turned her back. Randy West with a schoolgirl roll-up only gets a 2 count. Arm drag by Serenity. Things are cooking fast here. Another arm drag by Serenity, and she's waiting on Randy West. Picks her up with a sidewalk slam. Yes, indeed, there it is. On top of the cover, but only a quick 2 count by Serenity. Here comes Mrs. X. This Mrs. X is an unusual-looking competitor. Kinda looks familiar. A little more muscular than some of the ladies competitors we've seen in the past. And it appears as though Serenity has literally knocked the stuffing out of Mrs. X, who fights back in, registers with an inverted atomic drop to the champion Serenity. Mrs. X trying to collect herself, but Randy West taking advantage of the turned back of the masked lady, Mrs. X. Camel clutch by Randy West. Mrs. X trying to hold herself together in this match. She's a lot bigger than these other two. Like I said, Mrs. X looks a little bit familiar to me. I don't know if it could be maybe Venus or Serena or maybe somebody else we've seen. The long blonde hair is throwing me off. Serenity, in the meantime, managed to get a camel clutch on Randy West, and we have a 2-way submission hold. Referee right on top of things. Neither lady willing to concede the fall at this moment. The champion feels that she has things well within her grasp, but she makes the same mistake that Mrs. X made earlier, turning her back on Randy West, a cagey veteran of the wrestling ring. Randy throwing Serenity halfway across the ring by her blonde locks. Now, picking up the blonde locks of Mrs. X. Hammering away. Mrs. X screaming in pain. Shoots her to the ropes. Double clothesline. Both ladies are down. Serenity and Randy West certainly look smart in this match. You can tell they've spent a little bit of money on their ring gear. Mrs. X, on the other hand, not so much. 2 count by Serenity. Hammering away at the back, the AWWL Ladies Champion Serenity. She is a screamer. Oh, Randy West takes her down. Double leg pickup, firing away at the jaw of Serenity. Mrs. X trying to make her way up to take advantage of Randy West. Has her hooked. Up and spinning around. Deposits Randy West down on the mat. 2 count. Serenity able to make the save and hang on to her Ladies Championship belt. So hard to secure a fall in these 3-way matches. Really, you have to be able to down 2 opponents, not just one, because there's always one around the corner looking to make the save. Right here, Serenity and Randy West both going after the down to Mrs. X. Randy West that time able to make the save. On top for a 2 count, Mrs. X raises the shoulder. It looks like Serenity and Randy West are going to bury the hatchet momentarily and get on the same page. They have Mrs. X hooked, double suplex. Serenity on top. Too close to Randy. Randy able to make the save. Randy too close to Serenity. Serenity able to make the save. Well, neither one is going to get the advantage this way. They're going to have to reevaluate their strategy. Serenity getting frustrated, but hey, Randy West is in it to win it just the same as Mrs. X and Serenity. Hammering away now, one after the other. Serenity ducks. Forearm, forearm, forearm to Randy West. Has her hooked in a headlock. She's signaling for victory. Has her down with a bulldog. On top, 1, 2, and a kick out by Randy West. What do we have here in the background? Mr. X. Mr. X has made his way to ringside. Serenity has plenty to say to Mr. X, but she took her eyes off of Mrs. X long enough to get hooked. Mrs. X is on top. 1, 2, no. Randy West makes the save. Mrs. X with the X marks the spot maneuver on Serenity, but now Randy West has a reverse DDT on Mrs. X, goes on top of the cover on the champion Serenity. 1, 2, 3, and we have a new AWWL Ladies Champion. Her name is Randy West.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, Randy West.
Unbelievable turn of events. We had Mr. X coming in to make the distraction long enough for Mr. X to score right there. X marks the spot. Similar move that we've seen Mr. X use in the past. Now, Randy West saying, good match. Wait a minute, Serenity nailing Randy West as she was outstretching the hand and a show of good sportsmanship. Now we have a double team. Mrs. X and Serenity teaming up against Randy West, the new ladies champion. It looks to me like Serenity is showing her true colors now. That is a sign of poor sportsmanship if I have ever seen one. And the fans expressing their disapproval, as well they should. Serenity behaving like a spoiled brat after losing the ladies championship. But right there you see the new champion, Randy West.
What's my name? What's my name? What's my name?
We are rolling right along in the All-World Wrestling League with tag team action.
The team of Death, Harker Jr.
There you see Hot Stuff Rivera, one half of the tag team champions, teaming up this week with Badman Marvel, another protege of the man at ringside, Handsome Johnny Bradford. And you can guarantee where Handsome Johnny Bradford is concerned, chaos is soon to follow. The opponent, a hybrid between Tim Horner Jr. and Whipdog Johnson, who seemed to be distracted right from the opening bell by Handsome Johnny Bradford, but they took their eyes off of Rivera and Badman long enough to get double-teamed. Rivera has Whipdog in the corner, hammering away at the head of the big man. Badman Marvel has Horner in the opposite corner with forearm smashes. Both men wait. Do-si-do action, clothesline, Rivera down, Badman Marvel down, Whipdog up, Horner up, and they are raring to go. Body slam by Whipdog Johnson. And the Horn Dogs have things rocking and reeling right from the outset. Well, that's some sort of a victory dance right there, double elbow drop. Very solid teamwork by Tim Horner Jr. and Whipdog Johnson. River Rock with his partner Rick Ragnarok, who was unable to be here today, necessitating Badman Marvel to have to step in. Well, regardless of the story, Rivera now sizing up Horner Jr., little shove on shove action. Neither man particularly phased, both men tie off. Go behind in a hammerlock by Tim Horner Jr. Rivera looks to have a reversal here, and he does. Very nice fireman carry by Hot Stuff Rivera. Referee right on top of the action, checking on things. Horner with a reversal. Rivera looks like he's going to try to punch his way out of this one, but Horner saw it coming, spins underneath, and puts Rivera back down on the mat. Two really good scientific professional wrestlers here, but knowing the reputation of Hot Stuff Rivera and Handsome Johnny Bradford, I don't expect this one to stay scientific very long. As soon as they get an opening, I would predict that cheap shots are soon to follow. Headlock by Horner Jr. Rivera gets his man off balance, throws him to the rope, looking for a hip toss. Horner blocks, Horner looking for the same. Duck under the clothesline, and a standstill. Both men having similar ideas in mind and similar strategies. They're going to take a little breather now and try to rethink those strategies. Horner fired up. Both men so far seem to be perfectly matched, but Rivera going to seek the higher ground in the tag. Tags the Badman Marvel in. Badman Marvel doesn't come into this match with quite the sterling reputation that Hot Stuff Rivera has, but he is a scrappy competitor. Horner immediately snatches the headlock and cranking up the juice. Takes the man down, and Whipdog, not having to be spelled into this match, so Horner has had things well at hand. Here he comes. This man right here, the popular People's Champion, Whipdog Johnson, with a big fist right to the ribs of Badman Marvel. Shoots his man across, boot to the midsection, hips the other side, and boot to the head. Clothesline by Horner. Excellent double team maneuvers by Whipdog Johnson and Tim Horner Jr., the team collectively known as the Horn Dogs. Hooks the man in a front face lock. High vertical suplex coming up. Look at the impact of that maneuver by Whipdog Johnson. Covers him. Only a 2 count. Oh, Whipdog was doing very well for himself, but there's the cheap shot I was looking for from the outset. A poke to the eye by Badman Marvel, and he takes the Whipdog down. Sharp elbow, goes on top of the cover. We're going to have to take a break, fans. We'll be right back. We're back, the All World Wrestling League, original big time wrestling, and through the break, Badman Marvel and Hot Stuff Rivera have had their way with Whipdog Johnson. And you see right now, Badman Marvel with the shin placed right across the throat of Whipdog Johnson, choking the man out. Referee catches him. Badman takes Whipdog to the corner now. Rivera waiting. Comes in the ring slowly but surely, stalking, pursuing that arm. Oh, a devastating knee drop right to the elbow and shoulder region. He's feeling pretty good about himself now, and he should. Badman Marvel and Hot Stuff Rivera have had this match well at hand. The fans are trying to get behind their man, but behind the referee's back, Badman Marvel with the cheap shot. He's choking Whipdog down. Rivera just taunting Tim Horner Jr., who wants in that ring in the worst way. When you are in a tag team situation, it is so hard to stand at ringside waiting to be spelled in with that tag while your partner takes a beating like that. Double feet right to the chin of Whipdog Johnson. Rivera with the momentum now, shuck and jive, and an elbow drop to Whipdog Johnson on top of the cover. 1, 2, and all. Whipdog just able to get that left shoulder up at the last possible moment. Badman in the ring now. Rivera holding the man. Badman off the second turnbuckle with an elbow to the face of Whipdog Johnson. Hits the ropes and takes the big man down. Unbelievable. It has been a long time since I've seen Whipdog Johnson take a beating like this. Horner in for the save. I know that Whipdog and Horner originally came into this match prepared for the tag team champions River Rock. Big boot by Whipdog Johnson. Spin kick. Takes Marvel down. He really needed that one. That right there was a momentum change. And they plan to come into the ring against, and it's always difficult to change your game plan. Badman Marvel thrown in at the last moment, and he seems to have really thrown Whipdog Johnson and Tim Horner for a loop. Again, Whipdog just barely able to get that shoulder up at the last moment. And Tim Horner, he wants in there so badly. He can feel it. This might be the opening right here. This might be the one. Whipdog with a sidewalk slam. Marvel is rocked. It looked like that one put some cobwebs in the head. Spun him around and turned him the opposite way. But Badman always has the presence of mind to take a cheap shot. Right to the eyes goes Badman Marvel. Tags Rivera in the ring. Badman holding Whipdog, and Rivera measures him for a kick right in the sternum. When Rivera gets on top, he really slows things down to the pace that he feels comfortable with. This man is a wrestling veteran, a really good tactician in that ring, and nobody to be messed with or taken lightly. On top of the cover now. Again, Whipdog gets that left shoulder up. Whipdog is a fighter, though. Former AWWL heavyweight champion Whipdog Johnson. Now, he wants those tag team titles in the worst way. And if they can score a victory right here, I guarantee Tim Horner Jr. and Whipdog Johnson will be in line for the next championship match. Referee trying to keep the Badman and Rivera have other ideas. Double team in the corner, kick after kick. Shoot Whipdog to the other side. Here comes the Badman. Oh, Whipdog raising the boot. Badman down. Rivera looking, charging. Whipdog Johnson with another boot to the chin of Anthony Hot Stuff Rivera. Double clothesline off the second turnbuckle. Whipdog Johnson takes both men out. Horner can feel it now. He's got that white lightning. Hot blood going. Horner now feeling the momentum shift. Whipdog feeling the momentum shift. The fans solidly behind Tim Horner Jr. and Whipdog Johnson. Rivera trying to stop him from making the tag, but not in time. Here comes Horner. Drop kick on Rivera. Here comes Horner. Drop kick on the Badman Marvel. Horner is hitting anything that moves. He's got both men hooked. Front face lock and a double DDT by Tim Horner Jr. This could be the end of the... Wait a minute. Handsome Johnny Bradford in the ring now. Right as soon as it looked like Tim Horner Jr. had the Badman Marvel down for the 1, 2, 3, Handsome Johnny Bradford comes in and turns this match from a 2-on-2 to a 3-on-2, but he's in the wrong part of town now. Horner has hold of Handsome Johnny Bradford, and he's going to make him pay. Rivera, though, able to stop him. Turns his man up in spinning slam down. Rivera says that's the end. 1-2. Here comes Whipdog with the save. Things have really exploded here in this tag team match in the All-World Wrestling League. Whipdog now got the energy back and clotheslines Rivera right over the top rope into the floor. He will no longer be a factor in this match. Marvel charges Whipdog with him up on the shoulder. Horner now double team maneuver modified ace crusher. Devastating move by the Horn Dogs. 1, 2, 3. They got him. Your winners, Whipdog Johnson, Tim Horner Jr., the new #1 contenders to the AWWL Tag Team Championship. We are back in the All-World Wrestling League, the original big-time wrestling.
This next match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing challenger #1, Jumpin' Jimmy K. And his opponent, accompanied by handsome Johnny Bradford. This is the AWWL Jason Harris.
The best-dressed man, Jason Harris, fresh off a string of victories here in the All-World Wrestling League, takes on an exciting young man in Jumpin' Jimmy K, a real high flyer and fantastic athlete. Jimmy K, popular with the fans. The best-dressed man, Jason Harris, quite the opposite, as anybody is who is managed by handsome Johnny Bradford. Harris calls himself the best-dressed man. However, sartorial splendor does not win wrestling matches. Harris looking for the crowd's approval, but he will not get it this evening. Jimmy K, the fan favorite on this occasion. The fans of professional wrestling really can play up in the ring. They can get inside your mind and distract you, or they can get inside your mind and help you come back from the grips of defeat. And whoa, Jimmy K turns his back on Harris long enough for Harris to take advantage, pummeling Jimmy K in the corner, shoots the man across. Jimmy K up and over, arm drag by Jimmy K on a second arm drag, drop kick, and Harris goes down. Looking to the comfort of the corner, that last drop kick must have hit him right on the button. His nose, he's complaining that his nose is broken. Doesn't appear to be broken, but a head slam to the turnbuckle will do it no favors. Jimmy K on the top rope, he does this so well, like that high cross body. Only a 1 count. Harris, a tough professional wrestler, going for the clothesline. Jimmy K ducks under, spin wheel kick, and kip up right to his feet. Look at the agility of this young man. Fist drop down. Lightning-like maneuvers by Jumpin' Jimmy K. Best-dressed man stops him short. Kick to the midsection. And a forearm smash. That nose, though, still bothering the best-dressed man, Jason Harris. He ducks under. Jimmy K floats off the rope, and both men collide. Harris got the worst of that one, though. Jimmy K up, stomp to the nose. It's common for professional wrestlers to pick a body part and go after it. It's not common for one of those body parts to be the nose. It's usually a limb. Jimmy K off the ropes, but that time Bradford got him long enough to cause a distraction, and Harris turns the man inside out. He's going to make him pay now. Elbow to the back of the neck of Jimmy K. And a second elbow. Harris on top. Two tough, young, exciting professional wrestlers here in the All-World Wrestling League. Whereas Jimmy K is a high flyer, Harris keeps things on the ground, and when he gets it where he wants it, he can be brutal. Right now, he wants to distract the referee because Jimmy K is in enemy territory, getting choked, getting punched by handsome Johnny Bradford. Someday, somebody is going to get a hold of handsome Johnny Bradford, and they're going to make him pay for that sort of activity. Jimmy to no avail. Spinning neck breaker, whip authority by best dressed man Jason Harris. Covers him up tightly, but only gets a 2 count. He wonders what he's going to have to do to keep this young man down. He's going to have to pull out his best maneuver because this is one tough competitor. Jimmy K. Suplex now by the best dressed man, Jason Harris. Hooking him up on the mat now, going to go for a submission maneuver. A very smart-looking European cravat applied by the best dressed man, Jason Harris. Here comes the fans. This is the psychological advantage I was talking about, giving the adrenaline to Jimmy K enough to get to his feet and fire away at the midsection. Harris with an elbow to the damaged neck of Jimmy K. Backs him up with a fist, shoots him across the ropes. Up and over. Jimmy K lands on his feet though. Spinning kick. Knee lift. Off the ropes. Double running knee by jumping Jimmy K. And he's back on top of things just like that. On top of the cover. Only a 2 count. What a flurry of offense by Jimmy K. Has Harris against the ropes now, reversal. Harris ducks under. Jimmy K up and over on his feet and a neck breaker of his own. Quite a flurry of offense, but Jason Harris has his own ideas. He's a good defensive wrestler. Backs himself into the corner, and he led him right into that elbow. Smart maneuvering by Jason Harris, but he takes a drop toe hold for his troubles right on that damaged nose 2 times and almost gets a punch right to the proboscis, but instead it's a spin kick. Kick out by the ever-tough best dressed man, Jason Harris. What an exciting match between 2 young lions in the All-World Wrestling League. Measures the man. Up and over, lands on the buckle, but what a maneuver by Harris. Had the presence of mind to see the man coming, snatch him in midair, and slam him down hard on the mat. Looks like he's going to attempt a superplex. Jimmy K wants none of that. He's firing away at the injured nose of Jason Harris. Harris down, K up, and moonsault by jumping Jimmy K. 1, 2, oh, it would have been a 3 count, but handsome Johnny Bradford put the foot of Jason Harris over the bottom rope. The referee noticed it, broke the count, didn't notice handsome Johnny Bradford with the rule infraction, but Jimmy K noticed, and he's after Bradford now. He's turning his back to Harris. That's a bad move because Harris is up, has him up on the shoulder. This is the move that he has won so many matches with. I call it the end, and down across the neck. 1, 2, 3, your winner, best dressed man, Jason Harris. Harker Dirge is hitting the ring with a fury, and we're almost ready for that big main event. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Harker Dirge versus Rastakhan. AWWL Wrestling League, original big-time wrestling. And this is the championship main event that we've been waiting for.
Scheduled for one fall, it is for the AWWL Heavyweight Championship. Introducing challenger number 1, this is Harker Dirge. And his opponent, your AWWL champion, Rastakhan.
Rastakhan, a man who recently won that championship belt in a match involving 3 other competitors. He survived. Will he be able to survive? The man from the House of AWWL, the #1 contender, and the man who knows Rastakhan better than any other wrestler, Harker Dirge. That's what it's all about right there, the championship belt, the most prestigious prize in professional wrestling, the All-World Wrestling League, original big-time wrestling heavyweight championship. Both of these men, well-decorated athletes. Many championships in the ring between Harker Dirge and Rastakhan, including the Tag Team Championship that they at one time held, collectively known as the House of AWWL. Dirge at one time acting as a mentor for Rastakhan, but now these two are bitter enemies. Rastakhan with the headlock, Dirge top wrestling, nice maneuver, but Rastakhan, handful of hair, sends Dirge right to the mat. A nice string of scientific wrestling maneuvers followed by out-and-out cheating. Dirge now getting the momentum. Rastakhan with a top wrist lock. Dirge! What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Taking Rastakhan down by the hair. Rastakhan complaining about the hair pull. He'll get no sympathy from Harker Dirge. And Harker Dirge, just like that, getting inside the mind of Rastakhan. Both men tie up, looking for advantage. Equally matched in power, though. Forearm, forearm. One after the other, these two going right after each other. Rastakhan rocked. Dirge is rocked. Rastakhan rocked again, and Dirge with the thumb right to the throat, and has Rastakhan against the ropes. Snatches him in the headlock. Shows that controversial tape thumb and deposits it right in the throat of the champion Rastakhan. Dirge now applying the pressure. Sends his man to the buckle. Kicking away at the solid midsection of the champion Rastakhan is Harker Dirge. Sends him into the corner. Clothesline. Coming up, Bulldog. Dirge on top of the cover, only a 2 count. Rastakhan begging for mercy in the corner now, but Harker Dirge is a man of no mercy, taking the eyes of Rastakhan and grinding away at the face of the champion. Dirge now is biting him. Harker Dirge biting the champion, Rastakhan. Rastakhan rocking and reeling in the corner. Dirge doesn't seem to like the taste of that. Shoves the referee. Shoots Rastakhan to the buckle. Pot runs into the boot. Dirge goes down heavy. Ooh, the powerful Rastakhan with a clothesline. Could have taken the head off of the challenger, but only able to secure the count of 1. Rastakhan now with a nice front face lock. Looks to turn it into a suplex. Fisherman Buster style suplex. Rastakhan now, elbow drop onto the challenger, Harker Dirge. The champion on top. Again, a count of 1. Rastakhan taking exception. Long enough for Dirge to grab him up by the throat, but into the eyes goes Rastakhan. Dirge blinded by that. You can't hit what you can't see. Rastakhan now, staying on the eyes, dragging them across the top rope, and slams Harker Dirge's head into the turnbuckle. Knee to the midsection now. Rastakhan, a very potent athlete, goes high and goes low with his offense, sends Dirge to the buckle and runs at him with a missile-like shoulder tackle. Going on top, 2 count. The ever-vicious Rastakhan now on top of Harker Dirge. He's grinding away at the face of the challenger. The referee not making Rastakhan break. This is a suspicious move by the ref. Obviously an illegal move, but Harker Dirge able to get enough power and momentum to drive Rastakhan face first into the mat. Turns the man over, has him right where he wants him. Looking left, looking right. The fans approve of the tactics of Harker Dirge. Dirge with a stomp to the midsection. Hooks the man. Slingshot. Rastakhan just crumbles to the mat. Dirge has the champion right where he wants him. He's indicating that he's looking to put him away for the 1, 2, 3 and become the new All-World Wrestling League Heavyweight Champion. This move, one of Harker Dirge's signature maneuvers, the pile driver. Some people call that the blood drive. Others call it the end of the match. 1, 2, but Rastakhan puts his foot over the ropes, unable to lift the shoulder, but close enough to the ropes to break the count. Dirge now takes exception to the call of the referee, but I have to say, that was a fair call by the official. Rastakhan had his foot on the ropes, and in the rules of professional wrestling, that necessitates the break. Dirge going for another pile driver. Rastakhan able to block. Back body drop sends the challenger down, and he is hurt. The champion shaking off the effects of that devastating pile driver. Comes back, hooks him, bear hug, all the way up and over with a suplex. This man is not the champion for nothing. He is a tenacious competitor. Dirge kicks out the first time, rakes the eyes to get out of the cover the second time. These men are so evenly matched. Back to square one. Harker Dirge, Rastakhan going at it. Rasta lifts the knee to the stomach of Harker Dirge and goes to the eyes as well. They punch, they kick, they gouge. They will do anything to secure the victory, and they should, because they are going after the championship, the one that means so much, the All-World Wrestling League Heavyweight Championship, currently held by Rastakhan. Dirge in hot pursuit, shoots the man to the ropes. Rastakhan with the reversal. Dirge hits the ropes and meets a knee to the midsection that literally turned him head over heels. Rasta trying to get the ropes for leverage, but Dirge still able to kick out. The referee didn't notice the feet on the ropes that time. What's he doing now? He's got that 10-foot-long steel chain, that equalizer that Harker Dirge brings to the ring with him. Rastakhan wrapping that around the turnbuckle. The referee checking on Dirge, doesn't see what Rastakhan is up to in the corner. He sees him now, or did he? Dirge, though, with enough to come back with left jabs to the head of the champion. Shoots him across. Clothesline. And now it's Harker Dirge on top. This match has been back and forth, back and forth. Dirge shoots the man in. Power slam. This could be all 1-2. No, Rastakhan kicks out at the last possible millisecond. Dirge now measuring the champion. signaling that it is over. And that right there is called the Dirt Nap Sleeper Hold. He has Rastakhan right in position, right in the middle of the ring. Rastakhan fights it though, turns in, and a belly-to-back suplex gets him out of the hold. Both men are down. The referee applying the count. If they make it to 10, it's a double count out, but it's not going to happen. Dirge starting to get up. Rastakhan starting to get up. The fans rallying behind Harker Dirge. They want to see a new champion. Rastakhan up first though, gets the man up in a power slam position over the shoulder and drops him across the top turnbuckle. It looked to me like he might have dropped him into that steel chain that he placed around the turnbuckle earlier. That could be a knockout blow. Dirge lifts the shoulder. Rastakhan cannot believe it, and neither can I. Rastakhan put Dirge's head right into that steel chain. The referee choosing for some reason to ignore that infraction of the rules. Rastakhan now has Dirge in the corner, looking to shoot him into that chain. Dirge reverses. Rastakhan goes hard into the steel chain. Spear by Harker Dirge. He's got him 1, 2, 3. What is the referee doing? He's calling for the bell. What is the call? Do we have a new champion? Disqualification? I don't understand that one bit. A disqualification? Harker Dirge simply defended himself by reversing the Irish whip and running Rastakhan into that chain. The referee choosing to call it at that moment and disqualify Harker Dirge and award the match to the champion, Rastakhan? That is not the way we wanted to see this championship match end. Harker Dirge now grabbing the official. Referee Harlan Montello begging for mercy. The fans say, no mercy. Dirge explaining that Rastakhan ran Dirge's head into that steel chain earlier in the match. Why disqualify Dirge? Kicked by Harker Dirge. He has him set. A little bit of vengeance here. Goes a long way with the pile driver. Harlan Montello, the referee, is down. Dirge says, there it is, right there. And he declares himself the victor here in the All-World Wrestling League. Next week in the All-World Wrestling League, we'll see Mr. X in action, as well as the AWWL Ladies Champion, Randy West, defending her belt against top contender, Serenity. Also in action, the undefeated world's most powerful wrestler, the Viking. Plus, Harker Dirge in 6-man tag team action. All that next week on Original Big Time Wrestling.